Hello there, welcome to my channel. You are never old to learn, and today I'm going to talk about Canada immigration, Canada Express Entry, and Manitoba Provincial Nominee Program, as well as Manitoba Express Entry class. So there is a big difference between Manitoba Provincial Nominee Program and Manitoba Express Entry class. So what is that difference? That difference is that Manitoba Provincial Nominee Program gives you 600 points in the Canada Express Entry skilled worker substream in the additional factors. The provincial nomination can be the provincial nomination is your state nomination, that you are nominated by a province, and when you apply by the provincial nomination certificate, you can apply under the express stream and can settle in any of the province of Canada. If you are nominated by a specific province, then you can also not settle in that province but can settle in other province of Canada. But for the Manitoba Express Entry class, you need to settle in that province. It is must to settle. It is must for you that to settle in that province, and the Express Entry class does not give you 600 points in the Express Entry, while any provincial nomination certificate gives you 600 points in the Canada Express Entry, and you can settle in any other provinces if you are nominated by a specific province also, but you can also settle in other provinces. Now firstly, I am going to talk about the Manitoba Provincial Nominee Program, and then I will discuss the differences between Canada Express Entry and Manitoba Express Entry class. So firstly, what is Provincial Nominee Program, or the PNP? Provincial Nominee Programs are the state nominations that a specific state nominates you for the immigration, and by the help of the nomination you can get additional points in the Canada Express Entry. So there are several provincial nominee programs of Canada, but I am going to talk about the provinces which do not require a job offer from you. The candidates do not need to have a job offer in these provinces, and which are these provinces? That first is Saskatchewan, second is Manitoba, third is Ontario, and fourth is Nova Scotia. I am going to talk about Manitoba Provincial Nominee Program today. Now, Manitoba Provincial Nominee Program, or MPNP, Manitoba Provincial Nominee Program. So for the most, if you need to have a most information about Manitoba Provincial Nominee Program, you can visit www.immigratemanitoba.com. The link is on your screen also, as well as in the details also. Requirements. Now for the requirements, I'm going to talk about the skilled workers overseas. You need to have obtained or have a minimum score of 60 points out of 100 on the point assessment grade. So Manitoba, for the MPNP, there is a point assessment grade, and you need to have 60 points out of 100 in the point assessment grade to be eligible to apply under the skilled workers overseas in the MPNP. Now you need to demonstrate an established connection to Manitoba through the support of your friends or family, previous work experience or education in the province, or an invitation to apply from the MPNP. So the second must requirement is that you need to have a connection to Manitoba, the province, and you need to have a connection to the province. It can be rather from a close friend or family, or your previous work education, or previous education or experience, or an invitation to apply from MPNP. Now the point assessment grade. So there are several factors in the point assessment grade. The factor one is language proficiency. First language, it can be English or French. If your first language is English, then your second language should be French, and vice versa. So if you have Canadian level benchmark of 8 or higher, then you will be given 20 points. That is the highest point in the factor 1. CLB stands for Canadian level benchmark. Your IELTS score, your English language proficiency test score, will be converted into Canadian level, and the Canadian level benchmarks will determine your points in the language proficiency. Now if you have CLB level 8 or higher, then you will be given 20 points. CLB level 7, 18 points. CLB 6, 16 points. CLB 5, 14 points. CLB 4, 12 points, and CLB 3 will be given no points. Second language, English or French, CLB level 5 or higher will give you 5 points. Factor 2, age. If you are 18 years of age, then you will be given 4 points. 19, 6 points. 28 points. 21 to 45 will give you 10 points. 21 to 45 is the highest, will give you the highest point, and if you are in this range, then you will be given 10 points. 46, 8 points. 47, 6 points. 48, 4 points. 49, 2 points, and 50 or older will give you 0 points. Now factor 3 is education. If you are masters or doctorate, then you will be given 25 points in the education factor, that is the highest point in the education factor. And if you have the 2 post-secondary program, 2 years post-secondary program of at least 2 years each, 2 post-secondary programs of at least 2 years each, then you will be given 23 points. 1 post-secondary program of 2 years or longer, 20 points. 1 year post-secondary program, 14 points. Trade certification will give you 14 points, and if you are not educated, then you will be given no points in the factor 3 education factor. Factor 4, experience of work in past 5 years. If you are employed in past 5 years, then you will be given points regarding this. And if you are unemployed in your past 5 years, then you will be given no points, and your employment should be at least of 1 year, so that you will be given points according to that. So if you have experience of less than a year, 0 points. If you have experience in past 5 years of 1 year, 8 points. 2 years, 10 points. 3 years, 12 points. 4 years or longer or more, that will give you 15 points. Now factor 5 is adaptability. Adaptability is a connection to Manitoba. What is your connection? If you have a close relative in Manitoba, then you will be given 20 points. Invitation to apply for an exploratory visit. This is an invitation to apply by the MPNP that calls you for exploratory visit in Manitoba, and that is majorly for a job of so that you can look for a job in Manitoba, or if you are applying in the business stream that I am not talking about. But if you are applying under the business stream, so it is for your business purposes. Now if you have previous work experience in 12 points, friend living in Manitoba, then 10 points. Post-secondary program of 2 years, 12 points. 1 year, 10 points. So these I have discussed the points assessment grade as well as the provincial nominee program in detail of Manitoba. Now I'm going to talk about the Manitoba express entry class and the Canadian express entry class. Firstly, I'm going to tell you that express entry class of Manitoba will give you some linearity in the points. You will be given extra points in the express entry. This is because that you are migrating to a state, a specific state. Your migration is not limited to the not for the whole Canada, but your migration is limited at a specific province. So you will see some linearity in Manitoba express entry class rather than Canadian express entry, and this will be somehow difficult to score, and over here they will be somehow different to score points, but over here in Manitoba express entry you will be scoring more points easily. So here I'm going to outline the differences between the Manitoba Express Entry Points Grid and the Canada Express Entry Points Grid. So as I said that you will see some linearity in the points in Manitoba Express Entry Points Grid. So here comes the linearity. First we will check the age. That over here 46 years of age is being given 14 points, and 47 30 points, and 48 20, 49 10, 50 or older 0. Okay, now we will check the express entry. For the express entry, greater than 45 years of age is being given no points, as it can be seen over here, while as in Manitoba express entry class, greater than 45 years of age are being given 40 are being given points, and in fact 46 is being given 40 points. There are more than enough. Now comes the first language proficiency. First language proficiency points. Language proficiency points. CLB level 4 is being given 6 points, and over here CLB level 4 is being given 12 points per band. So here comes the linearity. CLB level 6, 8 and 9 points, and over here CLB level 6, 20 points per band. So this is somehow the linearity. Now the work experience. Wait a second. No work experience points are being given over here, while as Canadian work experience points are being given. Yeah. Foreign work experience points, 1 to 2 year, it is given with 13 points, and over here 40 points. 1 year, 40 points. So this is the difference. And now comes the level of education. Master's degree is being given 126 points and 135 points. while it's in MPNP, express entry points grade, the level of education, master degree is given 125 points. So somehow there is a difference, but it does not count really more. While as over here, in the adaptability factor, close relative in Manitoba gives you 200 points. That are more than enough to qualify in the express entry pool. So over here in the adaptability factor, let me show you. There are no points for the adaptability factor, I think so. Yeah, there are some points for the job offer, but not no points for the adaptability factor. So these are the major differences. As you can see some linearity in the points of Manitoba. Close relative in Manitoba can give you 200 points. Your previous work experience can give you 100 points, and even a friend residing in Manitoba can give you 50 points. And if you are given an invitation to apply for an exploratory visit or for a strategic initiative, which is for a job, that you can look for a job, then you will be given 500 points. And the points on which the Manitoba Express Entry Program is being selecting the candidates are about 530 to 580 points. So if you have this 500 points, then things are very easier for you. And thank you so much for watching. So now everything has been discussed in detail. I hope you like my video and subscribe to my channel. I will be further discussing with you with more some of the more provincial nominee programs, and will also come up with more videos. So please help me to get more subscribers, more liked video, and more comments. If you comment, I'm ready to answer each and every of your comments. Please give this video a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much.